My name is Diyana binti Aziz.
My name is Husna, binti Amer Rashid.
My name is Shafie binti Shafie.
My name is Hidayati Bt Jamaluddin Pin.
My name is Amira Athiera binti Dullahman.
We are from group K11. Now we want to do our lesson learned about the rubbish issue at UMT. I have three questions for you.
Okay.
Okay. So, in your opinion, how do you think about Jalan Biawak? You think dirty or clean?
In my opinion, I think Jalan Biawak is so dirty. As you can see, alongside of the road of Jalan Biawak, there are a lot of rubbish, there are a lot of plastics that we can see.
Okay. So, and my first question is, what is the cause of the rubbish, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think the cause of rubbish at Jalan Biawak is because there's less responsibles among the students. The students tend to throw rubbish along on the ground instead of throw rubbish inside of the rubbish inside the trash can.
Okay, Nisa. For the second question is, what is the effect of rubbish?
The effect of the rubbish, in my opinion, I think that when the rubbish give out unpleasant odor, especially after rain, and next it also can be site for breeding of mosquito, which can lead to dengue, and which can affect the health of the students and UMT staff.
Okay. Okay. For the last question is, how to solve this rubbish problem?
I think the authorities can prepare a lot of more of rubbish bin alongside the Jalan Biawak, so that students can throw their rubbish inside of the rubbish bin, and maybe some society or the authorities can create a campaign, awareness campaign about cleanness of our university, and impose fine also should be done for the student who throw rubbish everywhere.
Okay, Nisa. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, can I ask you some question about rubbish?
Oh, sure.
Okay. What is the cause of rubbish?
The cause of rubbish because some people are lazy to throw rubbish at the right place. Yeah, just like me. Yeah, you can see. And the second, because some people lack of education on how important to keep the environment clean.
Second, what is the effect of rubbish?
Okay, so if we throw a lot of rubbish, we can affect the environment. We can pollute the environment. As you can see behind me, the environment is very polluted.
Okay, last question. How to control amount of rubbish?
So, in my opinion, how do we control the amount of rubbish? Is first we have to provide a bin or rubbish bin so that we can throw the rubbish easily, anywhere, anytime.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
A lot of rubbish.
For me, I think there are two main factors. One of which would be that there's this huge consumption of non-biodegradable waste, such as plastic bag and plastic containers from cafeterias that is very near towards our hostel. So when some of the students that use Jalan Biawak as a means of transportation go from the hostel to the main campus using that road, when they buy food from the nearby cafe, they would throw some of the waste there. So another one would be that there's this poor environmental awareness among us university students regarding the environment. So they would not be throwing rubbish, but instead, because of the poor environmental awareness there, they keep on throwing rubbish, and I think that accumulates towards a lot of rubbish being there at the Jalan Biawak itself.
The second question is, what are the effect of rubbish?
I think that the negative effects would be it would cause, well, not per se a direct effect, but rather as a side effect almost, whereby the university have trouble when it comes to cleaning up the rubbish there, and as a side effect, us as university students, we will get the blame. The blame will be put on us because we are the ones that usually or mainly uses Jalan Biawak as a means of transportation from classes to our hostel. So I guess the negative effect would be that our image as a university student would have a negative impact.
How to solve the rubbish problem?
I think that the university's management team and also the student council could organize a big event whereby we as university students, we would have a day or a few hours dedicated towards cleaning the rubbish.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Husna. Today I want to do EAC lab. Our assignment is rubbish. Let's find someone to interview. Hi, my name is Husna. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Adila.
Okay. Today I want to ask you a few questions about my assignment. Okay. First question: why is waste disposal a problem to you? Give me a few reasons or your opinion about this question.
Waste disposal?
Yes.
Okay, disposal, it gives me a problem because some waste will rot eventually, but some waste will not rot and it causes a smell.
What is the issue with waste disposal? Do you know?
Okay, issue, it's about, it may cause a pollution like waste decompose, and also it can, in a certain ways like a deforest, it also cause a problem because plastic tend to produce toxic substance such as dioxide.
What is the effects? Effect you understand on the world if waste disposal is not in place?
Fact, it may smell, the drain will clog, and the stagnant water will cause Aedes mosquito.
Okay, my last question is, in your opinion, how do we can solve this problem?
Okay, like a rubbish problem, we have many solutions such as recycle. We can recycle all the rubbish inside this university or outside the university.
What do you know about waste? Waste for me is something that you won't use in the future ever again, and usually it's at the end of the process. Waste can also be defined as trash and rubbish. For example, when you want to go out and take out food, go back to your home and eat it, you usually get the food in a polythene container. And as we all know, polythene container, it cannot be recycled as it is made up of not biodegradable substances. So in the end, the polythene container and also the plastic bag that you get with it together will be thrown away, and that is just going to be literally what we call as waste or trash and rubbish.
Okay.
What is the reason people throw away trash and waste?
Why people throw away trash or rubbish and waste is because they are just too lazy to go out and throw it away in a dumpster that is provided by the government or some of the NGO in the area. And other than that, I would say that people nowadays lack the felt of responsibility towards the environment, as they will always think that there's gonna be another person who's gonna do the job, so they're just like their responsibility as a human.
The effect of rubbish to the nature.
The effect of rubbish to the nature is that it's gonna ruin the whole environment. Rubbish will not bring any good effect. And for example, is that rubbish can cause odor pollution. Odor pollution is when you can smell something full and it will just make it uncomfortable to do your daily work. Feel uncomfortable when you want to go to sleep or when you try to walk down the aisle or just anywhere. It's just gonna cause odor.
Okay, in conclusion, there are so many rubbish at UMT. We hope that UMT students be more responsible about rubbish issue at UMT. That's all. Thank you.